Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and look at the world of security in a totally new way. We're going way beyond just locks and passwords to uncover this hidden, unified strategy that connects everything, a master plan that's all about protecting our most valuable assets. I mean, think about it for a second. You've got a security guard at the front desk, a firewall protecting your network, a simple lock on an office door. On the surface, they all seem like these separate, kind of random pieces. But what if I told you they're not random at all? What if they're all part of a single integrated system working behind the scenes? Well, in the next few minutes, we are going to map that system out together.
So where do we even begin? Well, to really get this unified system, you have to understand that it operates in two different but deeply connected worlds, the physical world and the digital one.
On one side, you have physical security. This is all the stuff you can actually see and touch. You know, the guards, the fences, the locked doors. Its whole job is to control who can physically get to something. Then you have information security. This is the digital stuff, firewalls, passwords, encryption, all of it working to protect the data living on our servers and our devices. Now, this is the part that's absolutely crucial. A while back, these were seen as two totally separate jobs, but not anymore. Today, they're two sides of the exact same coin, right? Think about it. A stolen laptop isn't just a physical thing that's gone. It's a massive data breach just waiting to happen. A weak password could literally let a hacker unlock a physical door from halfway across the world. You have to manage them as one single, unified strategy.
Okay, so if this is one big system, how is it designed? Well, just like any strong fortress, it all starts with a set of blueprints. And in security, these are the core theories of protection.
First up, we've got the concentric zone theory. The absolute easiest way to picture this is to think of an onion. Right at the very center, that's your most valuable asset. Let's say it's a server room. To get to it, an intruder has to peel back layer after layer of security. First the property line, then the building entrance, then getting access to the right floor, and then, finally, the room itself. Every single layer is a new obstacle. Next up is defensible space. And this one is pretty clever. It's basically security that doesn't really look like security. So instead of building giant walls, you might use low hedges so you can always see what's going on. Instead of having dark corners in a parking garage, you flood it with bright, open lighting. It's all about designing an environment where the good guys feel like they own the place and the bad guys feel totally exposed.
And finally, we have defense in depth. This is the ultimate castle strategy. The core idea here is really simple. You have to assume that any single defense will eventually fail. A lock can be picked, a password can be guessed, so you never ever rely on just one perfect wall. No, you build a moat, and then you build a wall, and then you put guards on that wall. It's all about having these redundant, overlapping layers of protection. So here's how it all comes together in the real world. An intruder, they might climb the perimeter fence, right? But they still need an access card to get into the building. Maybe they get lucky and tailgate someone through the lobby door, but they still have to get past the lock on the office itself. And even if they manage all of that, they're stopped dead by the computer password. You see how the physical and the digital layers are working together to stop that attack? Okay, so we've got our blueprints. Now let's look at the actual tools we use to build this fortress. In the security world, these are called controls, and there are 5 main types you need to know. Let's just break these down real quick. Physical controls are things you can touch, like a lock on a door. Technical controls are technology, like a network firewall. Administrative controls, those are the high-level rules, like creating a policy that says everyone needs a strong password. Procedural controls are the specific step-by-step plans we follow, like an emergency response checklist. And finally, compliance controls are about making sure you follow the laws and regulations. The big takeaway here? No single tool is ever enough. You need all 5 of them working together, seamlessly. We can have the best theories, the best blueprints, the sharpest tools, but there's one last layer we have to think about. And honestly, it is by far the most complex and unpredictable piece of the entire puzzle. Seriously, think about it. All the technology, all the planning, all the layers we've just talked about. What's the one thing that can make it all come crashing down in an instant? Yep. People. Human behavior, whether it's just an honest mistake or something malicious, is almost always the weakest link in any security chain. So how does this weakness actually show up? Well, tailgating is as simple as someone just following you through a secure door after you've used your badge. Poor design choices can create blind spots for cameras or security guards. But the most dangerous of all is social engineering. That's the art of convincing an employee to just give up their password or hold a door open for you.
It's a hack that completely bypasses all the expensive technology. So, because of that human element, we just have to assume that eventually, despite all our best efforts, something is going to fail. A breach will happen. A system will go down. What happens then? Well, that's where the final layer of planning comes in.
And here, we need to know the difference between two really critical concepts. Disaster recovery is all about the tech. How do we get the servers back online? How do we restore the data? But business continuity is so much bigger. It asks, how do we keep the entire business running while all that is happening? How do our people keep working? How do we keep serving customers? See, disaster recovery is just one small piece of the business continuity puzzle. A truly resilient organization has to have a plan for both.
So, there you have it, the unified system of protection. We've seen how the physical and the digital worlds have to merge, the theories that shape the design, the tools you use to build it, and the plans you need for when it all goes wrong. Now that you can see the entire chain, I'm just going to leave you with one final question to think about. In your world, at your company, or even in your own life, where's the weakest link?